Well, Sriracha, what is it? Is it a guitar? I think it is. Is it a guitar? Tell me. Is it? What is it? What is it? Is it the guitar? All right, welcome to the Journeyman Guitarist. Thank you for being here. Big old day today. I hope you will join Sriracha and I for a bit of an unboxing. I've been waiting for this guitar for about 5 or 6 months. I needed a companion to this guitar. I've been running this Paul Reed Smith, made to a spec that I asked for in 06 or 07, so almost 20 years. And when Paul designed and came out with the 594 scale length, I really loved that scale length, and I needed a companion guitar for this, for the touring I've been doing with Vertical Horizon and some other things coming up, that I asked if I could order a companion to that, but in the double cutaway shape, and it's here. Here we go with the unboxing. It's kind of a cool thing. This is my dad's screwdriver. My dad has passed away many years ago, but I still have his screwdriver, and I'm going to do the unboxing with his screwdriver, so bear with me. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. It even has my name on it. Pull it out. Yay. Whoops. Don't mind that. That didn't happen. You didn't see that. Anyway, here's the case. We have yet to see this guitar. We know nothing. So this will be the official opening of the guitar case. Oh, it's upside down. I should not do that. Let's do this. I should have known that. I've been doing this a long time. Can you say, oh my God? Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh dear. Wow. That is beyond expectations. The neck. Oh dear. I just have to do that. We're coming in close. Trying to get the light. The light's all weird. I want to come in. Would you look at that? Would you please look at that? Come on. That is insane. Oh my Lord. There's a bar in there. I'll go get it, but I want to show you. Can we say sisters? Oh my God. I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment. A little freaked out. It's way beyond my expectations, although it should never be on my expectations. I've been playing PRS guitars for 36 years. I should know by now that when they do something, they're just going to do something. It's got the Piezo Trem, all the cool stuff. I'm a little freaked out right now. I wanted to see the official unboxing, and I'm going to plug it in, and that'll be later in the video. All right, here she is in all of her glory. This color is so unique. I've only ever seen it on one other guitar, and that is this one. I was completely surprised. The story of the guitar is, obviously I've been playing this one for almost 20 years now. And it's become, you know, I'd hate to say it's my signature. well, but it is. I mean, I play it on every gig, everywhere I go, all over the world. As you can see, it's got a lot of wear and tear on it. It's done a lot of shows, and it's the guitar I depend on the most. And there's features about that guitar that I really depend on. And so I've been looking for something that I don't want to call it a backup, but you know, some of the bands I work with, we do other tunings, and I've always kind of looked for a guitar that would do this, you know, so I could put the second guitar in a different set of tunings. Also, if something ever happened to this, I wanted something that could cover what this does, because I depend on this guitar so much. And recently, last a few years ago, I was able to grab the PRS 594 Joe Walsh. Now, the 594 is something we can go deeper into, but I think Paul has created, and Paul and his team have created many wonderful, wonderful things at PRS. Now, this is a regular scale length 22, custom 22 style. But when I played the 594, there was something different about it. Obviously, the different scale length made it slinkier, even. You know, just a little more easy to bend, easy to vibrato. Something about it, and the way they dialed that guitar in was a very classic McCarty. Just that thing that we all were chasing in the '70s, and so I kind of found the Joe Walsh 594 kind of perfect. Now, the problem with that guitar, it was a stop tail piece, didn't have a piezo, and so I would tour it from time to time, but the gigs that I do typically require a trem, and they require a piezo, and so that's where this one has always come in. It's always never failed me, and I'm comfortable with it. And it just plays and sounds amazing. It's got PAF style pickups. I think these were 5708s. So, you know, those are the classic PAFs. So I had gone to Paul Reed Smith. I'd gone to Rich over there and asked if there wasn't some way I could get somehow a clone of this guitar, but in a 594 style, so that I could get that scale length and still have the features of this guitar, because at the time they didn't really have a 594 with a trem, certainly not a 594 with a trem piezo. And he said, let me see what we could do, and asked me the color, and I was like, you know, something red. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's about the function. And I left it with him, and you know, Matt Scannell from Vertical has always said he's associated this guitar with me, this color, this thing, and this showed up this morning, and I had no idea that it was going to be the sister, the clone, the mirror of this guitar. And I knew it was going to be in the traditional Paul shape, and I wanted the new guitar to be in the Paul shape. I wanted to honor Paul's creation and his legacy. And I love that shape. I always loved the single cut shape, because that's what I went back to when I was a kid. You know, I was playing single cut guitars when I was really young, and then I got into PRSs, and so the second guitar, I wanted it to be in Paul's original shape. And they surprised the hell out of me, because they sent me this amazing 594. I am at a loss for words at this point, and look how close they're matched. And when I sent the picture to Matt, he was like, that's you, that's your identity, that's your legacy, this is you. When people see these guitars, they know it's going to be associated with you. There's a lot of videos of out on YouTube of me playing this guitar through the years with the different bands I've been playing with. I just released one today. Me playing at the Bubba Bash with playing the Rush stuff, and I was playing this guitar. And so now that I have this guitar, it just almost, as Matt put it, it solidifies that identity. You know, it's like I will be associated with these two beautiful instruments and the great sounds they make. And for me, that is just it's an honor. It's been an honor working with the company. I've been working with this amazing company for 23 years and playing Paul Reed Smith guitars for 36 years. Oh, it hurts to say that. But yeah, I mean, I got my first PRS in 1989. I still have it, and I still play their guitars. I own a lot of different guitars. I record a lot of different guitars because, you know, there's a lot of different sounds, and I want them all on my records. But as I've said many times, when push comes to shove and I have to go out and I have to be on a gig and I have to perform and I have to bring my best, and I want something I can depend on that's going to survive the flight, it's going to survive all the beating that these guitars take, I always lean on my PRSs. And now I have one that is the clone of this one, and yet it's its own thing. And I want to just run through some sounds for you. I'm plugged into my classic old Cameron modded Marshall, which is kind of funny because my first modded Marshall was many years ago. I want to say it was the early 90s, and my friend Russell Farrow, who you've heard his name many times, and we've traded back and forth so many times, including this amp. My first modded Marshall was a Marshall that was modded by a guy named Paul Reed Smith. He modded a Marshall. He'd sold it to Russell. Russell had traded it to me. I played it for a long time, traded it back to Russell. And so now it all comes full circle, man. So this is this guitar straight into my old Marshall 1975 Super Lead 120 that was modded by Mark Cameron. And it's on the edge of breakup, and here's what it sounds like. Now, the cool thing about that is it's just right on the edge. So you can really hear the... You hear how it cleans up? One of the beautiful things is that trem action is just so... Okay, so I usually kick a clon in. So the way I usually run my Marshall rig is I'll have that Marshall kind of at the edge of breakup so that when I back off the volume pedal, I've got somewhere to go. And then I like a clon on top of that. I was an early adopter of the clon. I got a couple of them. I bought them when they were cheap. So, of course, they were never cheap, but cheaper than they are now. How about that? I bought them at cost from Bill. So, all right, so now you heard that other sound. So let's hear it with the gutsy kind of clon. And that old brush lick always serves me when I'm kind of verklempt and can't figure out what to play because I'm still so excited about this guitar. I mean, it just rips. You can hear the intonation, it's just fantastic. And then you can just, you know, use the volume pedal a little bit. Now, I'll kick the Analog Man King of Tone on top of that. It's just a beautiful guitar. It's beautiful playing, it's beautiful sounding. It's got the Piezo set up, built in the bridge, so I can use it on all my gigs. It sounds so similar to that one that I can go seamlessly back and forth between the two guitars to change in the different tunings. It's got the 5/9/4 scale length, which again I'm just in love with. I think, you know, Paul's made many things, but I think one of his masterpiece inventions is the 5/9/4. So I'm excited to have this and this, not only in the recordings I'm working on right now, but on the live projects that I'm working on. I go back out on the road with Vertical Horizon in about 3 weeks, and we will be out on and off all year. And these two guitars will accompany me and play a lot of music. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to Rich and Bev and Paul and that whole gang over there at PRS. They are amazing people, and they make, well, you can see what they make, you can hear what they make. What a surprise. What an amazing, wonderful surprise. John Wesley, the Journeyman Guitarist, signing out, hoping to see you out there on the road somewhere soon.